Well, we have to give thanks to the Nile River banks for the one that crafted and made me. Move with courage and flourish and nourish all of them ancient babies. How did Amen-Ra become Jehovah? The answer lies in Ethiopia. Patient infantry, patient soldiers, give us ancient black utopia. We have to give thanks to the Nile River banks for the one that crafted and made me. Move with courage and flourish and nourish all of them ancient babies. The full-bodied sculptures on the mountains and the hills of Abu Simbel, where the giants prevail. Ancient builders, you amaze me. The temple of Dendera, where the beginnings of the zodiac could not be no clearer. Horoscope comes from the African word Heru, which came from the Roman word and the Greek word Horus, which then came from the African word Heru. Ooh, ancient African astrologists, you amaze me. The temple of Karnak, or the temple of Apet Isu, where every block and every angle was meant to be godly in the imitation of a human body. Ooh, ancient African architects, you amaze me. We had a pregnancy test that not only determined if the woman was pregnant. Yes, we had a pregnancy test that not only determined if the woman was pregnant, but also the embryo sex. You take the urine of a pregnant woman. Yes, you take the urine of a pregnant woman, and then you pour the urine into wheat, and then you pour the urine into barley, and if the wheat grows, you'll be having a baby boy, and if the barley grows, you'll be having a feminine bundle of joy. Ooh, ancient African scientists, you amaze me. Things ain't all good in the earthly neighborhood. One race is living well while the other's not so swell. They say that rich man's heaven is a poor man's hell. One race rules the world as far as I can tell, and the others are still recovering from their genocide and slavery. And if I am a slave, and you are the slave master, and the slave only works hard, then who the hell are you calling lazy? Teach your preacher, teach your preacher, teach your preacher to check the writings of Josephus so he can put away his white Jesus. I stand here as a dread African. You think that I would wait for Michelangelo's uncle to save me? The Roman Catholic Church commissioned the artist Michelangelo to paint a picture of Jesus Christ. And Michelangelo chose his uncle as the model. So today the picture of Jesus Christ that most people pray to is actually Michelangelo's uncle. Teach your preacher, teach your preacher, teach your preacher to double check the writings of Josephus so he can put away his white Jesus. I stand here as a dread African. You think that I would wait for Michelangelo's uncle to save me? I came here to give you what the ancestors gave me, so that you may leave Renoko Rashid's lecture and act with some bravery. Pan-Africanists, what have we done lately? But what is the price of telling the truth if one day my own people shall forsake me? How did Amen-Ra become Jehovah? The answer lies in Ethiopia. Patient infantry, patient soldiers, give us ancient black utopia. People used to think that I was tripping all the while, cause when I was a child and I was small, I was enthralled by all Egyptian pictures and posters. Oh gosh, I dreamt that I would be a man who ruled the land, and I would be the head, and I would have an army that I led, and I would be a dread like Pharaoh's Zoser, and that dwells deep inside of me. Zoser, yeah, Zoser, yeah. Zoser was the king of Imhotep, the genius architect, the one who built the pyramids with steps. Now it seems there's nothing left except for memories of those who kept, except for memories of those who never slept, except for memories of those who wept, except for memories of those who were adept, except for memories of those who pressed in there to look closer. Closer to what, closer to what, closer to what, closer to what we are not is what we got. The distance between near and far is the space between who we are not and who we are. Like the space between when we Africans were stars and now we become by far the worldwide gophers. Go for this and go for that. Yeah, go for this, go for that. Go for this and go for that. You better smile when you get back, or else your face will meet a smack if you dare to attack with a resounding no, sir. And that dwells deep inside of we had to concentrate to separate self from hate, so we would not see other folks and then genuflect, instead congratulate, see ourselves reflect and then congratulate, cause we chose to emulate certain African head of states who dare to live bolder. And that dwells deep inside of I come from those with nappy hair. I come from those with nappy hair, and those who have the dark-eyed stare, and those who have the shiny glare. I tell my sister, please beware, cause beauty is in the eye of the controller. Yes, controller, to hate herself and underrate herself and then disgrace herself. But what does Ya Asantiwa show her? And that dwells deep inside of she used to be an African deity. She used to be an African deity, but she has been stripped and ripped of her glory and her royalty and turned into a duppy in their Holy Ghost Trinity. But Babylon is scared of African femininity. Yes, Urugu is scared of African femininity. Yes, Bakra is scared of African femininity publicly, but privately in Czechoslovakia and Poland. Yes, they pray to Black Madonna privately. So I chose Queen Nzinga of Angola as my personal deity, cause me and them I stand as their diametric polar. And that dwells deep inside of me. How did Amin-Ra become Jehovah? The answer lies in Ethiopia. Patient infantries, patient soldiers, give us ancient black utopia. And the spirits made me in the best of health, in the finest African fashion. Black people, what has happened to our passion? And to you mentally kidnapped black folks who feel like y'all ain't got nothing to do with Africa, well then y'all ain't even worth your ransom. Because Akua and Amadou were warred upon on the western coast of Al-Kabulan. So that would make you an African's great-great-grandson. Again. To your mentally kidnapped black folks who feel like y'all ain't got nothing to do with Africa, well then y'all ain't even worth your ransom. Because Akua and Amadou were warred upon on the western coast of Al-Kabulan, and they got you down here still as public enemy number one, so that would make you an African's great-great-grandson. And your great-great-granddaughters cannot run away because of mitochondrial DNA. In the ancient glory days, it was strictly nappy hair and braids, so dreadlocks pretty soon everyone is gonna have some. What they sell you, do not buy it. If they tempt you, do not try it. Silence is agreement, so I will not stay quiet. Poetry is meant to start rebellion or riot, so that one day we can have a feast and like a beast could catch a bad one. You see, the white man has his white Pope, y'all, and his white Jesus, y'all. The Arab man has Muhammad and Allah. The Indian man has Krishna, the Chinese man has Buddha, and black folks have what? So if you black and you looking for God, make sure that your God, unapologetically, is a black one. How did Amin-Ra become Jehovah? The answer lies in Ethiopia. Patient infantries, patient soldiers, give us ancient black utopia.